Hey guys. It's halfway through the month of January. I just wanted to have a little talk about maybe a little update about how I'm doing and maybe a few just things that I've been thinking about lately. And yeah, maybe it can help people find a path. I'm still working on where I want to specialize, I suppose, into or brand, so to speak. I'm torn between the mental side, the physical side, the diet. I mean, I'm just going to continue to talk about these things. We're still going to do our fat soluble vitamins. Still got to do vitamin K. I'm just getting a bit of research done, studying pretty hard. Yeah, just finding a lot more similarities in, well, associations really with vitamins and minerals and nutrition in general. And every day I learn stuff, and I'm learning things that are, I'm trying new things. This year I've been doing the cold showers, which I think they've been feeling good. I mean, if there's anything to do with the immune side of things, it's never a bad thing, especially nowadays, to boost your immune system. If it is, what is it? What's the benefit of it compared to the the torture that I'm putting myself through? I started cold showers on just before January 1st, but started to try and go 30 seconds. It was a struggle, and what I do is I turn my shower on, get hot, do my showering, right, normal showering, and then I turn the hot off, crank the cold, and let it rip. And basically, I was struggling to go 30 seconds at the start, and now I'm pretty much there, man. I can get the water super cold. Once the initial shock's worn off, I'm going for easily 2 minutes, maybe 2 minutes, and that's only in a few weeks. So I'm well past the 2 minutes. I probably could do about five if I really, really wanted to. I'm starting to listen to a few of the Wim Hof breathing exercises, and there's a lot to be said about it. I think if you wanted to try it out, it's never a bad thing. I mean, what is life for all intents and purposes? It's oxygen and breathing, and so I think we maybe it's a forgotten art. Maybe there's some gems in the science behind it, and just breathing through your nose, getting light on your eyes. These are little things that probably make a significant difference to your day, where we probably take them for granted because we just do it. It just becomes part of our homeostatic process. But breathing is interesting, and I'm gonna start, doing some box breathing, which is 4 seconds, 4 second inhale, 4 second pause, 4 second exhale, 4 second hold, then do it all again. And apparently that's what there's some research out there, and saying that like the Navy SEALs do that when they're preparing for a mission, just to get their brain and their body right for the stress to come. So anyway, I've been doing that sort of as my morning routine. I still wake up and bang off 50 push-ups, no problem now. Like, not a 50 as soon as I wake up, I'm doing push-ups. So I got 50 in, 10 dips, and then I'm doing some bridges and some full body bridges, like when I'm doing hip thrusts, and then I bridge back up, and I've noticed that my back is getting more flexible. Still doing the knees over toes workouts when I can, when I'm not working. So working, I could be going upstairs for quite a bit of time, and doing quite some heavy lifting. But for today, I've got the day off, so I did my stretching. It's the knees over toes, knee ability zero, the stretch routine. So it stretches your Achilles, your calves, and your hamstrings and glutes, and then yeah. So I'm feeling great. Focusing on my diet and just being a little looser, but keeping it sort of simple. Like a lot of meat, a lot of fat. I've had some, carbs here and there, but mostly avocados, and I've been making arugula salads with, I've been trying out tomatoes, which all my life I've never really liked raw tomatoes. I've always been a tomato sauce, like spaghetti sauce kind of guy. But I've been having some organic, because I know tomatoes can be a little bit touch and go as far as the chemicals and the pesticides. So I've been trying some organic tomatoes. I have noticed a few little tweaks. When I do eat tomatoes, I get a little achy sometimes, but for the most part, they kind of make the dressing in the salad consistent. My dressing is basically olive oil and vinegar, apple cider vinegar, a little bit of salt, garlic, and oregano. I haven't been eating pepper, just because I'm trying it out to see how I'm doing. Kicking ass, man. I'm sleeping well. I'm getting good solid sleep. I've stopped sort of watching things late at night. I've been trying to do more an audiobook or reading, and keeping my light low, not really bright light as soon as I can. I mean, I know it's not perfect, but as soon as I can, I turn the lights down, keep everything calm, try not to listen to any news. And yeah, that's kind of what I've been doing. And it's these little things that I've noticed that I just keep feeling better. And that's what I wanted to sort of talk about today, is little tips and maybe some tricks that can help, because we always think about what it's worth, or is it worth the sacrifice? And I don't know if we were supposed to sacrifice anything. I think we were supposed to, naturally be good, naturally be healthy, and naturally be, we're there's stuff out there that will make you feel better, and there's stuff that you can try and do, and there's cause and effect with everything, right? There's things that, and it's hard. I remember, 5 years ago, I was kind of caught up in my life, and just I didn't realize how horrible I felt. I was getting older. I was getting, like, I couldn't move fast. And now these things, like, every year is just getting better. And I think you look at your nutrition compared to your body and your mind or soul. And I think there's a pyramid there. So each one, a pyramid, but in a circular fashion, because each one affects everything equal or significantly, right? So it's a big constant synergistic battle, or synergistic harmony, so to speak, where I'm getting into these circadian rhythms, and there's a lot of science out there now that's we are clock based, and on the 24-hour clock, our hormones, our energy, and just our well-being is revolves around these things, and in these rhythms, and it's so hard to just stop and take a good look at what your life is doing right now. And if you're feeling anything that's not natural, you got to take a look at it. I mean, it comes down to skin problems, congestion, allergies, things like digestion, bloating, gas, like how well you're going to the bathroom, your hair, your nails, your eyes. Sorry about that. Your body temperature. Like, it's funny how now it's kind of weird, because I feel cold when it's freezing out. I'll feel it, but I'm not cold. My feet are a little chilly, because I think that, like, the body fat percentage is going down, and I'm feeling the difference in temperature, but my regular body temperature is pretty normal. Like, I notice my house is super hot, but I don't sweat, or it's very chilly and cold, but I'm not shivering. I'm not cold. And it's kind of funny how that's working. It's another little thing about what's happening to me, which is kind of interesting. My mood is good. My focus is good. I'm not feeling any anxiety as far as, like, there's just not. It feels like I'm in control. I would think that my hormones are good, and my body composition is speaking for itself. I mean, I'm noticing it's almost like I'm coming into the natural human physicality. Like, it's not really mattering what I'm doing as far as working out or hitting. Like, obviously we can't go to the gym, so there's no big workouts. Like, it's not like that. I'm not capable to do a heavy powerlifting or, big bench press because I can't. I don't have the gym equipment. But I mean, I've made do with. I'm doing my dips with backs of two chairs. I'm doing push-ups on dumbbells to get a little bit more range of motion. These little things. I got a chin-up bar in my house, so I've actually taken the door off my bedroom, put a chin-up bar up, so now I can do my chin-ups, and I feel like the quality of life is better. Like, it's just these things are helping, and I think you got to take a look at where you're at. And if you can do something to improve the quality of your life now, what's the harm? Everybody waits till they're desperate or they're in trouble to make these big changes. I mean, like we look at it all throughout my life. I gotta lose some weight. I'm getting big, so you gotta suffer or sacrifice something to get there. And you're already in that "I'll do it tomorrow" mindset. But if you just start little steps towards something, when you weigh out intention or why, these things become they matter a little bit more. So I think if anybody right now is worried about their health in general, or they're putting their faith into something else above what they're doing to themselves to protect themselves or to be stronger, better, healthier, fitter, now would be the time to not sit back and let the world spin. Now would be the time to get into it. You gotta get stronger. And it comes down to, we've been told that when you want to lose weight, you gotta eat less and you gotta move more. And obviously that's a factor, but there's ways to circumvent that stuff. Don't take the stairs. Walk the stairs more often. Don't take the elevator. If your knees are hurting, well, why is that happening? If you can't take the stairs, you're in a big trouble. You should be more reasoned and motivated to be able to take the stairs. If you can't get out of bed without pain, painkillers help, but maybe you should be motivated to find out what's causing that pain so that you don't have to take painkillers, right? So if you take steps back and walk backwards, it's great that you do these things, but don't do them in the name of suffering. Do them in the name of experimenting with something that might be causing it. There is inflammatory foods out there. There are it's such a rabbit hole to deal with this. And I mean, we're going to break it down. I just wanted to give a quick update on how I'm doing and, maybe a little positivity here and there. And I think it's great. If you're down with these New Year's resolutions, it's funny how we wait till the new year to start these new things. And, if you're accomplishing goals, that's great. That's amazing. But don't be afraid to take it to the next level. Like, you have the right to feel great. Like I've been saying, and if you're not feeling great, there's probably reasons why. And it's not just you. We all have genetics that we have to deal with, and everybody's different, and we have, problems that arise and curveballs and roadblocks and speed bumps. But it's how you think about what's doing it. There's reasons and there's ways to improve. You can look at a lot of different avenues, and doing something without intention, you need to know how to make it, work smarter, not harder kind of thing. But don't be afraid to work hard. It's kind of that chicken and egg thing. But I want to start helping people realize that the power is inside them. and it's inside you. And you can take that power back. Stop being a victim to they say. Stop being a victim to everybody else says. Start figuring it out for yourself. And, little things, little tweaks, little changes. When you understand that your whole body works in communication, all your nervous system, your endocrine system, which is all your hormones, and your digestive system, your microbiome, your brain, your organs, it's all intertwined and it functions and communicates together. You've got a lymphatic system for your immune system, and it works with your nervous system and your glands, and it's everything works together. And if you disrupt the communication from one thing, that could cause a cascade or a negative feedback loop, is in certain aspects. So you have to look at the whole picture, and you have to look at how your things, if you are feeling one of the things I previously mentioned, don't be afraid to really, really, really look at what you're doing and make a difference. I mean, if you can't do something physically, it might be something that you have to work on with your diet. If something's happening mentally, it might be something that you have to do physically. Like for instance, it might be as simple as meditation, some therapy. Talking to people is good. Getting it out there, and realize that you're not alone, and everybody has these things that we have to deal with, and everybody deals with stress differently. Stress affects us differently. But one thing is certain, that your body, aside from your brain, does not recognize the difference between stress and getting chased by a tiger. So your body wants to survive, and it's doing things to help you get to that survival level. Now, when we're disrupting that survival mechanism, we have to act in order to live. And everything that you do, your body wants to get back to where it's comfortable and surviving. So it's a long journey, but it starts with baby steps. And, give something a try. And 30 days is a great starting point to do something for 30 days, because 30 days gives your body a chance to get affected, adapt. And if you look at things like, what we adapt to, I mean, you take it. I was listening to one of the doctors that has a few lectures, and he was saying our body's ability to adapt. Just look at what happens when you get good at something. Some people are naturally gifted, obviously, but for the most part, okay, we'll take guitar. I play guitar. When you start playing guitar, your fingers, you can't even, they start bleeding, they hurt, they are, you can't even press on the strings the next day. Well, what happens? Your fingers start to develop callus, and they start to get stronger, and then all of a sudden you can play for hours, and your finger dexterity gets improving. What is that? That's because you're moving your fingers. Your brain is syncing with your nervous system. You're starting the adaptive change, and what's arguably a hormetic stressor on your fingertips is now becoming a strength. And now your fingers get dense. Look at construction workers. They're the perfect example of it. They lug things around, but some of them are unhealthy. How can they do that for so long but still be unhealthy? Well, they have to, because their body adapts. Right? So you look at exercise, and you look at things that you do, and your body will adapt. We want to survive. Your body wants to be comfortable. So give it some tools, give it some practice. Will help it become comfortable. It'll change those stressors. And when I say stressors, I don't mean just work and life. I mean physical stressors. Fasting, meditating, sauna, cold therapy, like what I'm doing with cold showers. These stressors will help you get stronger and let your body get shocked and then come back to its own faster. And I think that's what we all want. We want peace, calm, harmony, and love. And in order to get there, you have to love yourself, and you have to respect your tools and body. And if you take that in consideration, Don't wait till you're in danger, or don't wait till you're in trouble. Don't wait till you're sick. Don't wait. Start now. And I want to help you. And I want to be able to help you see past short-term success. You know, positive outcome expectations can kill you. You know, immediate gratification, is it worth it compared to a long view? Wide angle lens from far back, narrowing in on small things that will help you get through the day. You get through this day, get through 2, get through the week, then you get through the month. And if you keep progressing and keep getting stronger, limitless. Who knows, right? These are observations. I hope you're doing well. Stay strong. And yeah, we'll talk soon.